Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is your friend Mr. Zax of Workspace Institute, and today we'll be doing introduction to Premiere Pro. Premiere Pro is a product of Adobe. It is part of Adobe Master Collection, which is made up of Photoshop, Adobe Audition, After Effects, Adobe Encode, and so much. There are like 10 of them in the pack, which made it a master collection. And today we'll be treating Adobe Premiere Pro. Adobe Premiere Pro is a video editing software which is used by so many professional video editing companies. Movie industries are using the software to edit their videos. And today you might be a novice, might have had the knowledge before and might have forgotten. I want to draw back your attention to this, because this generation and in generations to come, you must have idea of video editing either on your mobile phone or on the system, because the world is becoming a digital place that you will need to communicate in visual, audios and video files. So it is very, very necessary. Even if this knowledge is not going to help you now, just have this background knowledge of it so you could be of an advantage in the nearest future. So what are we doing today? We are doing introduction to Premiere Pro. I'll be walking you through the interface and how your raw videos, images, and audios are imported into the software for editing. After that, the next class will be treating how to edit video step by step. That I'll make sure I put it in a way that you understand to the best of your abilities within the shortest time. Why I created this channel is to give you the idea in the simplest form, so everything could be easy for you. Without wasting most of our time, please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, it will really help me. If you like my tutorials, please do not forget to click the subscribe button. I will really appreciate that. Without not wasting much of our time, let's get to work. So we are on our computer now. What we'll be doing now is to launch our Premiere Pro, and this is the Premiere Pro icon. All you need to do is to double click the Premiere Pro and it will pop up like this. At this point in time, it's loading, as you can see it. So wait for it for a while, not more than 2-3 minutes. So finally, our interface is up. So if you have Premiere Pro installed in the first time and you are launching it for the first time ever, you will not see all this information here. All this information here, you will not see them. You see an entirely different interface. All you'll be seeing here is this section here and some other information about the software. Now what you are seeing here is works that have already been done on this software. So it's like a shortcut for you. If you've worked on Premiere Pro earlier, the Premiere Pro will automatically save a link to that work for you, so that whenever you are coming back to make correction on the work or continue on the work, you don't need to be going into your document, into the desktop to look for where the file is to click. So it has made it very easy for you to have access back to all the works you have been doing. And I think most of the time it stores only 10 works at this interface. After 10 works, the others will disappear. Not that they are disappearing permanently, but you have to look for where they are saved and click them each time you want to open them. And by doing that, all you need to do is just go to Open Project. And this Open Project will link you to where the files are. So what we'll be doing today is to launch a new project, because we are learning how to use Premiere Pro for the first time. So all you need to do is, you see this button here, New Project. This is all you need to click. Once you click it, another interface will pop up. This dialog box will pop up. So this dialog box is to help you set up your workspace. So first of all, whatever project you want to do, you can see this name here. You name the project here. You put the name of the project here. It's very, very simple. It's not something difficult. You put the name here. For instance, I'll call it beginners tutorial video. So whatever project it is that you want to do, be it a documentary, an advert, a promo, whatever you want to do, you want to do it for a company, you want to do is a personal work, you just have to name it. Naming it and saving the name will help the software create a shortcut for you, as we have seen previously, so that each time you are coming back to work, you simply know which project you've worked on. So the second tab you are seeing here is where the file is being saved to. Right now you can see it is saved to the C user/ntim desktop/Zagin. This Zagin is the folder in which the project is saved in, and this desktop is the part in which this Zagin is kept, and this desktop is for this. So as you are seeing there, this is the part. So easily, if you've saved earlier and you cannot find it on the shortcut on this software, as I've shown you earlier, you can easily remember this location file and click it each time you want to work on it again. And if you don't have this and you don't want to save it in this any file that is displayed here, all you need to do is to click this browse. Once you click this browse, it will link you to the desktop, to the document, to download, to the PC, to other files where you can create a folder to save your work. Once you create a folder, you right click, you go to new, you go to folder, you create a folder and name the folder the project you want to do. Tutorial. You click it. Then now you can select this folder to tell the software that this is where I want to save the project. So once you've selected, you come down here, you see select folder. You click the select folder. Automatically it has selected that folder, and that folder is saved under Zagin. So this is how you can save your document in a folder. This Zagin is the folder that I've created earlier. So yours might be something else. So you must have to remember that so that you can get back to your information each time you forget. So here are default settings. Most of the time, as a beginner, you don't need to tamper with this side. You see the way these settings are, this is how you have to leave them. Look at them very carefully. If yours is not like this, you can click down these arrows and select the one that will fit this default. So after making these settings, all you need to do is click OK. Once you click OK, your work environment will pop up. And if you can watch carefully, this work environment is divided into parts, and I'm going to show you the function of each part. Beginning from this, each time you click any part, you discover that a blue line will surround that area. This is to show you that at this particular time you are working on this environment. If you click this one, you see the blue line will go around this. If you click this, you see the blue line will go this. You click this, you see the blue line will go this. So what are the functions of all these parts that have been divided? First of all, we'll begin from here. You are going to be working with pictures, videos, and audios. How do you bring videos, pictures, and audio into the software for editing? So this is where it is done. You see import media to start. All you need to do is right click this space, and this dialog box will open, and you click import. Once you click import, it will link you to where all your folders are, all the materials you've gotten to edit, and you can easily select them and come down here and click open. Then it will import everything that you have selected. So you see I selected this, and this is here already. So if you have videos, you have audios, You have video file, audio file, pictures, and whatever animation you have, and you want to compile and want to edit them. This is how you import them here. So all what you are editing will be kept here. So secondly, we have the toolbar. Here is the toolbar. These are the major tools that are used for editing. By the time we get into the next stage, which is editing, I'm going to be explaining the function of all these buttons to you. After this part, we'll have the timeline. The timeline is where the editing takes place. All you need to do here is you drag all your materials for editing from this environment into this environment, and automatically it will create the editing part for you. Now, this timeline is divided into two parts. As you can see, a very thick line that passes through this place is a demarcation between audio files and video files. Now, from this thick line upward are audio files. From this thick line upward are video files. These are where your video files will be laid while editing. Then from this thick line downward is your audio layers. That is where your audio files will be kept while you are editing. If you can look carefully on this, you can discover that this channel is divided into two. Now this one at the top is your video file, while this one below is your audio file. So this is where the editing magic, the cutting, the joining, and everything you do in editing takes place. So all the magic of editing, this is where it takes place. Now on this timeline, you have some buttons around here. And when we start editing, I will show you all the functions of this button. Now let's step to the third environment, which is here. This place is called the monitor. Whatever you are editing here is displaying here. This is where you see all the things you are editing, all the compilation you are making, joining audio, joining videos, joining animation, writing text. This is where it is monitored. This is where you see the display of the right work that you are finally producing. So this is the work of this monitor. So the next part here is what we call the effect control. This effect control panel is where you can work all the effects you are going to be using on the videos and the audios. Like you want to increase the audio volume, you want to add brightness to the video, you want to color grade the video, you want to reduce the sound, you want to fade the sound. Everything you are going to be doing on the audio and the video, this is where all the effects are controlled. This is where all the effects are controlled. You can see them. Position scale. You want to scale the video, the size of the video. You want to reposition it. You want to move it right or move it left of the screen. You want to bring it down screen. You want to take it at the top of the screen. This is where you do the controls. You want to rotate the video. You want to create an anchor point. You want to reduce the opacity. That is the visuality of the video. You want to increase the opacity, or you want to reduce the opacity. These are where you do the controls. Now here you can also see the audio file. This is where you increase or you reduce the sound of the audio. So basically, as a beginner, these are one of the primary things you need to know about the interface. It is very, very simple. Another thing I want to show you around this monitor is the controls. These are your controls. Here we have play, we have stop, we have backward, we have forward, we have marking, we have mark out. By the time we begin editing, I will show you the functions of all these buttons. I don't want to make it a rush. I want to take it gradually so we could understand everything. Now, if you check the right part of this panel, it is where you do your color grading. And color grading is to add effects, proper coloration of your video files. Those are that will look the way the story is being told. Sometimes you want to tell a warm story, you need to adjust your colors here. You want to tell a cool story environment, a cool environment story, you need to adjust the colors here. You want to tell a story about a harsh environment, you need to adjust your colors here. This your color manipulating area will help your video to tell the story properly. So basically, these are the things you need to know as a beginner getting used to the interface of the software before we begin editing. Another thing I want to show you is, if you look down here, there is a line here, and if you see this line, it has two cycles at the beginning and at the end. What is the work of this line here? This line is to help you move on the timeline. Maybe you are editing and a video file is at the end of this and you want to check out that video file. You can easily move this. This will help you to move the video from the beginning to the end. And also, by holding down on the line and moving it up and down, it makes it very easy for you to move to the end of the video and the beginning of the video. Also, if you want to see the full part of the video, all you need to do is to hold this cycle at the end here and just pull it, and you see it to shrink the video to make you see the beginning and the end of the video. So basically, this is how the interface of the Premiere Pro is. Isn't it simple? If you've not subscribed, please do not forget to subscribe, because when I start the next stage, which is the video editing, you will be able to get a notification and watch the video. So this is how far we can go today. It is just part of introduction. The second stage will be coming shortly. Please do not forget to subscribe and do not forget to turn on your notifications so that when I drop the stage 2 of video editing, you will be notified. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your subscription, and thank you for believing in my classes. Until I see you in the next stage, I remain Mr. Zach of workspace Institute.